Chapter 2960 opens with Remy inquiring about Sonny's day, leading to a discussion about Sonny's visit to his uncle Duncan, who was too busy to spend time with him. This prompts a comparison between Sonny and Titus, Elisa's adopted nephew. Remy reflects on the remarkable development of Titus, noting how both children have evolved from being unable to speak clearly to becoming articulate and sharp tongued. He expresses a hope that any children he and Elisa might have will be as smart as Sonia and Titus. As the conversation shifts, Ben, another family member, comments on the baby in the family, noting that the child will be able to play with Sony when older. Sony, displaying his characteristic curiosity and insight, observes that many of the uncles, such as Zach, Josh, and Duncan, are always busy. He perceives Remy as less busy, given his frequent presence. Remy clarifies that he is indeed busy but prioritizes Elisa's safety, ensuring she is accompanied when necessary. Sony, showing a blend of innocence and wisdom, suggests that Remy should assign a bodyguard to Elisa, just as Zachary does for Serenity, allowing him to focus on work. This remark reveals the little boy's awareness of the adult's protective measures and his understanding of their implications. Remy and Sony's exchange takes a humorous turn when Sony innocently accuses Remy of being shameless for frequently dining at his aunt's house. Remy, amused by the little boy's candidness, acknowledges this with good humor, reflecting on past times when Mrs. Stone was less welcoming due to her reservations about him and Elisa's relationship. Despite her initial disapproval, Remy persisted, often staying for dinner, even when faced with a cold reception. This persistence underscores his genuine affection for Elisa and his desire to be part of her family life. The chapter also touches on gender roles and skills, with Sony questioning why Remy, despite knowing how to cook, chooses not to prepare meals for himself. His response highlights the social aspect of eating, noting that meals are more enjoyable when shared with others. He contrasts this with the loneliness of dining alone, suggesting that even the most delicious food loses its appeal without company. Sony, reflecting on his own experiences, agrees, recognizing that meals are more enjoyable in the company of others, as in his kindergarten. Remy's conversation with Sony also serves to reinforce his affection for the boy, whom he praises for being smart and likable. Sony, in turn, proudly acknowledges that many people like him, showcasing his confidence and awareness of the affection he receives from those around him. Throughout this chapter, the dialogue is infused with warmth and subtle humor, capturing the easy rapport between the characters and their affection for one another. The interactions reveal the family's dynamics, the individual personalities within it, and the ways in which they navigate their relationships.